Hi, it's Kelly again, and I want to speak to you about weight loss. I, um, about 3 months ago, I was well on my way to 300 pounds, and I made a conscious decision that when I turned 50, I would be diligent in losing the weight that kept me back and held me back and played a major part in my physical ailments. I have lost so far 26 pounds, and I'm very happy about that. This past Sunday, I turned 50 years old, and I just really I want to live my best life, and I want to be the best me that I can offer the world, not just any one individual, but the entire world. You know, I owe it to my avatar to amp up, to put forth my best Kelly. When I was younger, I did it effortlessly and flawlessly, and it was not a big deal because my metabolism burned off all of the candy and the sweets and the cookie and the ice cream, all of that stuff. As we get older, our metabolism, it kind of wanes and it fades, and we have to work harder, to lose the weight. What came so naturally for me back then, for now, it's work, and I can sit on the couch and I could have had a pity party, and I did for quite some time, like, oh, well, this is me, the world's just going to have to love me the way that I love me. And if I'm going to present myself as this fat person, then you know what? And that's what I was called. I was called fat. And, before I made the conscious decision to lose the weight, because I knew that I was overweight and I knew that it played a part in my health issues. I was tired. I was winded, and I was sick and tired of living like that. Sick and tired of being sick and tired and always complaining. I didn't go for the quick fix. I didn't go for those things that make it look like the weight was going. I wanted this weight off of me. I wanted to lose the weight. Boom, right there. That thought process. I am not losing weight. This is a weight release. I am releasing this weight. And I say I'm not losing it, I'm releasing it because I will not be looking for it. I will not be searching for the weight. So wherever this weight is going, adios. Arrivederci. You know, farewell. Kick rocks. Get up out of here. I am not going to be looking for this weight again. Um, I have 10 grandchildren. Most of them are young enough to where they want to play games with grandma, and they're getting tired of hearing that grandma's too tired, or maybe next time, maybe next time, maybe next time. And what I've also found is that I have to research a lot of the medications that I'm taking, because they um, will have you retaining water. A lot of the things that we eat will have you retaining water. So I'm just making a very conscious effort at this next half of my life. I'm already done 50. I don't know how many more I have ahead of me, but for the rest that I have ahead of me, I just want to do and be the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to go to that amusement park and get on the rides and have fun with my grandchildren and be that energetic and effervescent, Kelly. Um, because in my mind, that's who I am. But as my mind translates those thoughts down to my body is saying, "What you talking about, Willis?" Okay, my mind and my body have to be on one accord, and that's really what I'm working on, is releasing the weight. And at 25 pounds, I really can't see it, but I can certainly feel it. I feel like I've lost 25 pounds. And I just like to motivate you and encourage you that, stop making excuses and go ahead and lose the weight. If you have the money and you can go have surgery and have that weight taken off of you, do it. But I mean, you have to maintain that. Because what a lot of doctors don't tell you is that if you have the liposuction or if you have whatever cosmetic procedure, that when you eat, and you stop following that regimen, the weight will come back. A lot of doctors don't tell you that when you have a breast reduction, um, that if you pick up weight, if you don't follow and if you don't stay on the on that diet regimen, that your breast will again be large, and you've spent between $5,000 and $10,000 to have a breast reduction just to turn around and eat your way back to a full, bosom. Do your research, research, and I cannot emphasize that enough. Whatever it is that you're doing, do the research. Don't just listen to the so-called professional and base your opinion solely on what they say as if their word is gospel. You know, do your research. Be comfortable with what it is that you're doing. I am an advocate for Kelly because no one can look out for Kelly better than Kelly. At this time in my life, I just want to be better. I want to be better. I want to be a better mom and a better friend and just a better person all around. Um, so I'm dedicated to losing the weight, and with that weight loss, with that weight release will come hopefully the end of the CPAP machine use. Hopefully, a lot of the medications that I am prescribed now will fall by the wayside. You know, it's funny, but not funny. My grandchild told me one day, Grandma, I learned the alphabet by putting your medication in alphabetical order. Okay, true story. True story. It was funny because I knew that my granddaughter was joking, but it wasn't funny when I looked at my dresser. And a dresser that used to, in my 20s, my dresser held my cosmetics, my MAC cosmetics, or whatever I was wearing at that time. It held my perfume. It held a small vision board that I like to look at every morning when I, awoke because it reminded me of my goals and of the things that I would set out to achieve. Um, and as I got older, first the makeup went into the drawer so the medication could go on top of the dresser. And then my vision board went in the drawer so that medication could go on top of the dresser. You see where I'm going with this? So I could see how my granddaughter would think, I'm going to put grandma's medication in alphabetical order, and that'll teach not only myself, but my siblings, the alphabet, the order of the alphabet. Out of the mouths of babes, out of the mouths of babes. And I'm just here humbled by the fact that, I want the weight off. I want the weight released, and I'd like to amp up my avatar. My frame wasn't created to walk around and support a 300-pound woman. I know a lot of my health issues will subside, my back issue, just on my feet. All of that weight on my feet, you know what I'm saying? My feet aren't equipped to handle 300 pounds. So I've just dedicated the next 50 years of my life to me, whatever that looks like. I've given away so much of myself over the past 50 years, and the next 50 years, I like to think that I'm going to, just be selfish with me and be the best me that I can be. And that entails the weight release. I'm just here to be an advocate for you, to be a cheerleader for you. You can do it. I tell myself that every day, and that's a form of an affirmation. I can do whatever it is I set my mind to. I truly believe that. And right now, what I'm setting my mind to, what my goal is to be a better person. To get it right for once, to get it right and to keep getting it right and not be so lazy with my feelings, because what I found with myself is that I can have a goal set, let's say this weight release, and if something doesn't go my way in a day, I want to say F it. And I want to go ahead and eat that entire box of shortbread cookies. And we can sometimes get so lazy with our feelings that we lose our way, we lose our focus. I'm focusing on what's positive and I'm saying those affirmations and I'm actually doing the work because I owe it to me. I owe it to myself and you owe it to yourself. So go ahead and do whatever it is that you need to do to be the best version of yourself and to treat yourself, because the way I treat me is the way I will treat the world. And hurt people. And it's not just some cliche or some, kick ass slogan. I don't want to be a hurting person, hurting people. I want to go out in the world with a smile and with positivity. And I want to encourage others without saying a word. Without saying a word. I want my vibe to be on. You know what? I'm a beautiful person. I encourage you to be a beautiful, and I'm not talking about physical beauty. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what I exude from the inside, and I want to exude positivity. I do exude positivity, um, and some days it's hard. It's not always easy to be positive and to be, all smiley and cheery, but it's easier and it's better in the long run to be that person than to be the person that is, oh, woe is me. And every time, when you're that person with all that negativity, when you come around people, they flee. And I don't want to be a person that people flee from. I want to be a person that people invite in. I want to be the person that people are glad to see coming rather than glad to see going. So I'm very focused on my weight release. Like I said, I've lost 25 to 26 pounds. I look forward to losing approximately